What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Savon, and you're tuned into I'll Grab the Wine. I'll Grab the Wine is a show for the girls and the gals who sometimes need a little wine to say what's on their mind. Here we celebrate success, blackness, and womanhood. So get a glass and listen fast, and I'll grab the wine. Let me drink to that. I'll drink to anything, so excuse that, anyways. But y'all, I am so excited to be here today. It is a good day. I'm gonna tell J-Kruz how I got him on the show once he gets on the show, so y'all can see his reaction. Because it's a story to tell. But before all of that, want to shout out to all of our sponsors. Coming soon to a city near you, PawPaw's Tasty Foods. You can have whatever you like at PawPaw's. So follow them on Instagram, PAWPAW Tasty Foods on Instagram. All right. Shout out to our other two sponsors, HairllineMatters and Sankofa Kitchen. Make sure y'all check them out. Sankofa Kitchen, www.sankofa, SANKOFA kitchen.com, and HairllineMatters.online. Make sure y'all check them out. Got that out the way. So we're going to bring on J-Kruz. If y'all don't know who he is, have you been under a rock? You have to be under a rock. So I'm going to bring him on. And he really don't need no introduction, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. Period. Hey. Oh, no. Let me unmute you. Ooh. Hey. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I can't hear you. That's the problem. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Oh, there we go. All right. So, while we get those mic issues worked out, I definitely want to shout out to the mini melanin movement. I have that going on this weekend. I have been posting all of the flyers everywhere, so make sure you check it out. This is an event for the girls, literally. I'm for the girls, but this is an event for the little girls, and it is the mini melanin movement, and it empowers young, melanated women, like little women, to be themselves authentically. And I'm so excited to be part of it. I will be a moderator for one of the panels. Shout out to Miss Kratina. I'm so thankful that she always just has me involved in anything that she has going on. And I absolutely positively love the mini melanin movement. I had the chance to be part of it, I believe 2 years ago. She had a fashion show, and it was an amazing event, and I got to host it, and I just loved the girls and they loved me, and it was just a vibe just being around the itty bitty pretties that were melanated. So make sure y'all check out that event. It's been on my Instagram, and you can check it out on Kratina Web on Instagram. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Mini melanin movement.
Check.
We are in business. Listen, the devil is busy, okay? But that's why we drink wine on this show.
Right.
That is exactly why we drink.
You know what?
That's
right.
I'll drink to that. But tell everybody who you are.
What's up, everybody? everybody? Your boy J-Kruz, Mr. Radio TV personality, checking in. I'm out here in the Dallas area, but I am on a syndicated radio show, morning show. So you might hear me in your city. We're like Dede in the morning. It's like in 60 something cities. But here in Dallas, we're on K104. Most people know me for being on 97.9 The Beat because I was there for a very long time. That's where my radio career, where it had its most longevity here in Dallas, because it started in Pittsburgh. I did a good 5 years in the Berg, and then I came to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Been out here for like, I don't know, like 13 years. I want to say something like that. I did like a 10-year run at the Beat. I've been on K104 for like 8 months now, doing my thing on with Dede in the morning. I'm also on the CW TV network here. CWs are all across the country, but mine is local, CW 33. But I've been with CW for like 9 years, and they've gone through changes. That network has gone through staff and changes, and through the years I've lasted. So radio TV personality, host, entrepreneur in some ways. I wouldn't say philanthropist because I ain't made that much money to be throwing it away.
Listen, they don't know that part
though. But just a dad, a family man, but still young at heart. People don't believe my age, kind of thing. I'm a mixed person. I'm half Greek, half Dominican. To me, that's a black and white, but from other countries. Like it's not an American black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom's an Afro Dominican, and my dad's was this Greek guy. So I feel like a mixed person, but not. We were born in the U.S. Look, I'm going all back. We was born in this country, but growing up, we was raised by two immigrants. So it's like we was brought up different. That's all.
Y'all, he don't have to defend himself. All y'all got to do is go to his page, check him out. J-Kruz on air on all social media platforms, and you tell me what he is. How about that? How about that? If y'all worried, how about that?
That's right.
But no, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all how I first encountered J-Kruz ever. I first moved down here in 2014, and I was in an all-girl podcast, and it was like when podcasting was extremely new. And somebody told us to go to this club. It was called Red Jacket. I don't even know if that club is still open, but I think it was called Red Jacket. I don't know. But somehow, some way, we ended up finessing ourselves into the DJ booth where you were. And we wasn't even supposed to be in that club. Well, excuse me. The girls that I was with were supposed to be in that club. However, I was not supposed to be in that club because I was not old enough to be in that club. But I have made it. I am on the other side now. So... But it was real cool. And you were so cool and welcoming then. And I was like, once I found out that you were on the radio, I was like, we was taking pictures with somebody on the radio? How come nobody like shared this like, ain't this something y'all supposed to tell somebody when we first walk in here? But it was real cool. So moving forward, jumped to Shara Parker's event that she had this summer, an amazing event. So if you don't know who Shara Parker is, y'all make sure to check her out. Loud Women Lead. Awesome event that she had this summer. And you were there. When I first saw you walk in, I was like, he's already gonna be bombarded. Don't go messing with him. Like, it's cool. It's cool. And I had already bumped into Dede because she's been on my show before. And so it was just cool to kind of like nurture that relationship in person. And then I was like, no, don't bombard him. But there's another girl that you're going to see come on the show. She's mean. She just be a little bit more loose. And she happened to show up at that event. And she was like, I'd be a little tipsy. And so Tipsy Me was like, tap, tap. Girl, go talk to him and see if he can be on your podcast. The worst he can say is no. Like you already got the liquid courage in you. And so went up to you, cool as a fan still, like I remember, and said yes. So y'all, that is the story. And I'm so thankful to have you here. Oh, no. We're losing them.
Well, shout out to your friend. I'm here. Amani. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, close that. Can you hear me?
And yes, and then I also want to say congratulations because I know you have a new addition to the family. So congrats.
And I wanted to say shout outs to your friend who pushed you to come say what's up or whatever and bother me.
Yeah,
Just playing.
she's right here. She'll be right here. But okay, so y'all, let's get to why we're here today. So the topic of today is me versus me. And the reason I want to talk about this is because on the show, we've just been doing personal inventory. So what is personal inventory? Personal inventory just means that we are taking accountability in this season for our own actions. Things don't happen to you, they happen because of you. You make a conscious decision, and because you make a conscious decision, there is an outcome. And so when we tell about us, we'll be talking about you too. So who are you choosing to be with the decisions that you're making? So let's get into this conversation. The first question that I have for you this evening is, how important do you think accountability is when you're trying to advance your life and career?
Okay, so you can hear me. Am I good? I know connection was a little
Uh-huh.
funny.
Yep, you good.
Was good? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, accountability is key, Seven. It's like I didn't I kind of like slid past high school. I wasn't like a big studier. I'm not a big reader. Like a lot of times people like, oh, I read this book and I read this book. And I'm like, I don't really read books. I'm not promoting not
Mhm.
reading, but I'm just saying I'm just not a book person per se. I've done audiobooks here and there.
Mhm.
But I just, and I'm not trying to be funny.
Mhm.
I've never needed a book to inspire me to try things or to go for things, right? I might not be the smartest or the most prepared. I definitely am not the most prepared person. I'm definitely not the most responsible person. I'm definitely not the traits about me that I think about sometimes and I'm like, I don't even know how I got here. Okay.
Mhm.
But I got here because I'm never scared to show up. Like I'm just, and I don't mean to sound cliche or like, hold on. I was thinking maybe I should log in with my phone so we might have a better connection.
Okay, it's cool. You have all the information, and I can
What do you
definitely
think?
flip a show.
Because I feel like it's real choppy, ain't it?
Yeah, it is on our side. But so I'll let you get connected, and I'll flip the folks for a moment.
Give me, let me log in through my phone. Can we do that?
Yep, got you. Okay, y'all. So definitely gonna get the audio fixed for y'all so y'all can really hear this conversation. I think it's really important. Y'all know we've been talking about personal inventory. We've been talking about how important it is to take accountability for your own actions and propel yourself just by really checking in with yourself. So as we get him back online, I just want to shout out to everybody who's here. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Thank y'all so much for joining in live. Make sure that y'all comment so that not just I know that you're here, but J-Kruz know that you're here. And thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. 2 number 7s SEVON on all social media platforms. Make sure you check out my morning motivations every single weekday morning. Let me say, y'all, on TikTok. So 2 number 7s SEVON on all social media platforms. You don't have to worry. Savon is the same on all social media platforms. Okay, yes. Make sure that y'all tune into the mini melanin movement. All of that information is on my Insta. I would love to have you all there and tune in and bring your little girls. You know, any little girl under 18, we definitely love to have you all there. Um, I also want to shout out to our sponsors one more time. Shout out to PawPaw's Tasty Foods. Make sure y'all check them out on Instagram. And then also shout out to our sponsor, Sankofa Kitchen. Make sure y'all check them out. www.sankofakitchen.com. Lastly, make sure you check out Hairline Matters at Hairline Matters on Instagram. J-Kruz is back, so we'll add him to the stream.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so look, I want to apologize for all my technical difficulties over here. I'm sorry I'm making the show look bad, Stephen, if I am.
You
But
are the devil be busy.
in today's world, technology can sometimes mess things up.
Of course, the devil is busy, but
But back to your question too, just because it was still on my mind. Like I was trying. I don't know if you heard any parts of that. How I not that I'm downplaying myself. I'm just saying that I indulge in greenery at times. I'm chill. I'm like, again, I haven't been the most scholastically successful child in school and all that, but I got the CW gig because a guy had come to one of the local rap things I used to do on radio. It was called the Raising the Bar. And a man by the name of Muhammad for Dallas Weekly had come with the rapper that night. Mm-hmm. Me and Muhammad were talking, and Muhammad's like, yo, I got a meeting with the CW tomorrow about some da-da-da-da-da-da. You want to come with me? You never know. Just met the man. Don't know nothing about CW. Mm-hmm. But it was CW and it was TV. Now, this is when I got hired from the 97.9 Beat and already had moved here. Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm in Dallas doing the night show at the Beat. And I was like, again, never scared to go. Like, never, even if I'm not, I don't know what they was, if they were looking for whatever. Mm-hmm. So I go, I'm in the meeting, turning on the charm, executive producer. Before I leave, was like, I've been having some ideas. Do you think I was like, what you need, boom, boom, bam. Got the job, right? Mm-hmm. Got a job doing a segment called The Underground, where it was like a 3-4 minute segment where I talked about up and coming artists. Awesome. And if you go back to this show, you would Macklemore, Travis Scott, like I talked about a lot of these guys when they weren't popular yet. Now, probably popular online in certain groups or whatever, but to the mainstream they weren't there yet. So I did a lot of that, but ever since then I've been with them for like 8-9 years. But my point isn't just to brag, it's to say even if I was worried or scared or second guessing myself, I never get in my own way. I always try. Like I always tell people, just try. Like if you at least try, like you'll get something out of it. And you might not always get exactly what you were aiming for, but I promise you'll end up somewhere, because just from at least trying, it will get you somewhere. And I truly believe in that. People don't get nowhere, or people who just don't try.
Exactly. I feel like that goes along the lines of like accountability and facing your fears, because I think a lot of the time, we limit ourselves by saying, no, I can't, or no, I don't think I should do that because I don't have these qualifications. And that's where you have to, again, do that personal inventory that we've been talking about if you've been watching the show, and say, is this a limit that is true, or is this a limit that I'm placing on myself? Because I can attest to literally how I opened the show was like, I know that I had that fear as me and myself, but when I be calling on, oh girl, that be right here, she don't really know those.
That's your courage.
Yeah, she's all right with me.
Right. I hear you.
So, and that got me to tap on your shoulder, and and I'm not saying that that's the tool that you use, but I'm.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, it's just like it helps me out, and I just know that it's very, very important to put yourself in those spaces that often don't make you comfortable. We said this last week with Taylor. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So it's like checks and balances. And also it's one of those things that you always have to face that fear. Like, what's the next fear? What's the next fear that I'm going to face? And I definitely understand where you're coming from. Like it starts small, just like that small little step that you took by just even talking to old boy. Like, and then it went from like you literally didn't know him, but he invited you to go somewhere. Like you could have said no.
Right.
But you didn't. And like now you have like a 10-year run off of like a 1-day communication.
A 1 day of saying, yeah, go, just show up. Just show up. Like, that old saying, half of the battle is just showing up. It's true. Like, just show up. Just show up. I'm telling you, you never know. But what happens is a lot of us just don't even show up, right? Because we either think ourselves out of the opportunity or scare ourselves out of the opportunity. And I'm not big on like motivational speeches and shit like that. Like I find a lot of that stuff cliche, like things like, in life, if you pursue things, you'll end up with things. It's like, duh. It's like, what? It's like like obviously, like, oh, hard work has great reward. Duh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, it's like common sense in a lot of ways. But yes, but if my words inspire anybody, then that's what's up.
Yeah, I just feel like they don't tell you that part though. Like that portion, that mental portion that you go through, that will have you psyching yourself out. That will have you second guessing yourself, have you second guessing your talents. Because
that's the one. Look, and you took a sip.
Because I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna work this. And
I see that. I like that. That's a how do I say it? That's like a trait that you get with experience, where not to just spit the first words, like you take your time, where you stop for a second and you say, how am I gonna say this? Where I'm gonna get it exactly how I need it to come across. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, because it's the way that the first thing that came to my mind would have hurt somebody's feelings, and I don't need that today. I want y'all to watch it all the way through.
Ooh, but, okay, you positive today.
Hold on 1 second. Let's get this thought out.
Not today. Let's go, baby.
I am really trying to figure out why the devil is this busy today. Like, my computer never shuts down, ever. Okay? Like, if y'all had, hold on. I'm trying to get J-Kruz on real quick. Like, if y'all had been here when that happened, I literally said, oh, hell no. I see, that mean I wasn't supposed to say what I was finna say, because I was finna let it rip. I really was. I was really about to let that one rip, but that means that, pull back. It's all right. That's all right. That has never, ever, y'all have been here for years at this point. Y'all have been here for years, and that has never happened. What in the devil is busy, okay? And I'm going to go off on his ass by the end of the show. Okay, J-Kruz is back down.
The devil got a front seat.
You know what I'm saying? And he got some hands today, but it's all right, because I got some for his ass. He got the right one. Okay.
He's busy, girl. Anyway, we still here though. We strong.
We are. So I'm gonna.
I think it was your connection that time. Like before, it was me. That time it was you.
It was my connection. That's what I was telling everybody. I was like, my computer has never shut down like that ever. And as soon as it shut down, I said, oh I really had a case in point. But you know, that's just when I wasn't supposed to say that. So y'all won that round. Y'all won that round. I'll ask this next question in. So we've been doing personal inventory. What is something you initially blamed others for, then you looked inside and realized, like, maybe this is me?
Mm. There's been times, okay, so most of my career I worked in radio.
Mhm.
I've been by myself because I did the night show.
Mhm.
But then 2 times in my life, I was on a morning show with Vita Loca
Mhm.
for like almost 2 years on the beat. It was the Vita Loca morning show with me, Vita, Chaotic, and Jazzy Black.
Mhm.
Vita, Chaotic, Jazzy are still at the beat. Vita's on 94.5, I think now.
Mhm.
But we were all in the same show. And there was times when, you know, you go from working by yourself forever to working on a show with 4 people.
Mm.
It's a totally different dynamic, right? And I pretty much I get along with people. You know,
Mhm.
I'm I'm not saying I'm perfect, but there's times, you know, if I'm wrong, I'll listen to another person. You know, I
Mhm.
try not to be. I don't go out of my way to be rude or hurt people's feelings and stuff. So like, I can overall get along with people, but when you put 4 people in a room and you put them every day in there together and they have to work together, it can get
Like at
ugly at
5
times.
in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning. What time you have to be there?
Well, yeah, we have to be there like at the Vita local show, like at the Dede, we got to be there by 4 because our first break is like 4:15.
Hmm.
Vita Loca, it was around the same time. We had to be there by like 4. Um, but you know, the first couple weeks were fun. You know, everything. The first, yeah, that we all family, we love each other. Till something goes wrong, till the ratings ain't that great, till a couple people drop the ball on something, and boom, boom, boom. And I'm not saying, you know, everybody's at fault. We're all human. We all.
Mhm.
So there's been and even on Dede now, I've been on there for 8 months. I'm on a new show with people who have been there before, so on and so forth. So it's a learning process. You know, I'm the new guy.
Mhm.
You get used to new environments, stuff like that. But there's definitely been several times where I've had to step back and say, maybe it's you on this part, right?
Mhm.
Because not at the moment, but afterwards. Because usually when the emotions are high, we don't think clear, and you shouldn't make decisions when you're emotionally high. You just shouldn't. You shouldn't decide things at that moment. Now, certain situations in life push you where you have to make a decision in a moment like that. But if you have the option to calm down and then think about it, you should always take that option because we make better decisions when we're calmer. I feel the same way about politics
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and like important decisions. You should be things should be laws, and
Mhm.
it shouldn't be emotional. It should be rational, right? So whatever. So I have definitely working with people has taught me in a closed space like that for days, has taught me that sometimes when things occur, you might feel a certain way at some moment, but if later on you might think a little differently. So yes, I've looked myself in the mirror and said, you know what, that's on you. Tomorrow, go in there with a different attitude. And if you feel like even that person or that situation deserves an apology, be a
Mhm.
man and say, "Hey, I messed up." Because I think I'm people rock with me because I am willing to do that. If I hurt you, if you come to me and say, "Yo, I didn't like that," I'm not gonna make an excuse for it. I'm gonna be like, "My bad, I didn't," or whatever. If
That's
we could argue, we could disagree on something, but I'm gonna still respect your opinion and try to show you that I at least listened to you and heard you out. Not to say that I might change the way I feel about it at the end, but at least I'm gonna give you the dignity to have your opinion and state it and respect it, not have to agree with it, but I'll respect it for sure.
right. I like that last little portion that you said is like I think a lot of people forget that you can disagree with somebody and still respect them,
Yeah,
and you can lose respect for somebody. Ooh, this is for somebody. You can
uh,
lose respect for somebody and not disrespect them. I don't know who that was for,
absolutely. But yeah, that was for a lot of people. I feel like.
but the doubt. Hey, take you a sip. But what I will say is just in my personal life, because y'all know I have stories for days. I feel like I've lived a long life and I'm only 25 for just a few more years. And so y'all know that he laughing, but it's true.
Who you listen to me, girl. I was 27 for 15 years. Okay. All right. So just so you know, I know where that's coming from, and I don't know what a birthday is. I feel like the way we calculate time is incorrect, to be honest with you, because I feel like age is more like a look and a feel and an energy. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I do.
don't put that on me. Don't put that predetermined calculation or whatever you say is 365 days. Like, who said that? That's how time is. What if a year is the length of 10 years?
Yeah. And some of y'all could be operating on dog years, because I don't.
That's right. I'm 10 years old.
Listen, I done seen it with my eyes. I'm staying on track today, though.
All right. I ain't gonna get you off track.
Listen, but so y'all know that I've been going through a breakup. I'm very transparent on this show, J-Kruz.
I didn't know. So you gotta tell me. So you're going through a breakup?
Yeah, I'm currently going through a breakup. And the reason why we're even going through this personal inventory journey is because it's something that I'm dealing with right now. And so while I've been doing a lot of reflecting on the relationship, I have not neglected not one time to really analyze, like, what part did I play in this playing out the way that it did. I feel like there were some things that went wrong just with both of us. Sometimes sometimes I feel like it was right person, wrong time. Sometimes I feel like, fuck that. But hold on.
I like that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm never wrong.
Yeah,
fuck that. It wasn't me. God damn it. It wasn't me. I was perfect. That piece of shit.
Yeah, no, that last part. No, I'll be like, now wait a minute now. But when I'm really going through it and I'm journaling, because I don't know that I journal, but when I'm doing that and I sit back and I really go inside myself, I'll be like, maybe just maybe he wasn't wrong for telling me like some stuff that like I really should be fixing about myself. Like, y'all, I'm very transparent. Okay. So I have to remember what I done told y'all and what I didn't tell y'all, and just figure out, like, hell, we already here and I'm already on my second glass.
I know. You need to just spit it out, girl.
Yeah. So
overthinking it. Just say it. Pow, pow.
I'm gonna get there because it's gonna be your turn next. Hold on.
I got you.
So y'all, I told y'all that your life can change significantly in 6 months. I told y'all that at the top of the year, I was really struggling financially. Y'all know that I was an entrepreneur full time, and I was experiencing a really, really rough patch. Like, I was going through it, and I ended up getting a job, and it's a really good job, and I'm in tech communications. Absolutely love it. I'm doing the same thing that I was doing in entrepreneurship, just on a larger, more corporate level. However, when I was in entrepreneurship, y'all, I was not seeing the numbers that I'm seeing right now. I wasn't seeing it. So I'm working with a little different type of funds. And so, yeah, he was telling me, hey, maybe you should slow down a little bit. And he kept telling me that. And I was like, wait, fuck you. I done came up. I'm a new girl. Like, I don't have to listen to that. And now that I'm going back in myself, I'm like, maybe he was right. Maybe you literally should have just pulled back a little bit more. Like, he was thinking long term, not just for us, but for me. And I just wanted to combat that so bad. And so one of my friends told me, he was like, yeah, you're gonna have to adjust your attitude because you don't do well with a saddle on your back. And I have never been the same since that. And that's really me taking accountability, because I do come with some. I come with some spice. I have sugar, but I definitely he put a little
Right,
extra
right. You
spice in
put a
there,
little extra in there.
and I had to sit down with that, and I had to realize, like, was all of this that I'm going through just on this person, or because I was being this, like, because I was operating in this space, did it cause him to operate in that space? And so it was a lot of, it's been a lot, because you don't just break up with somebody, you go through a breakup with somebody. And so
Were you guys together for a while?
2 years.
Yeah, that's a nice period too.
Yeah, so as
Yeah.
I'm analyzing and getting through and feeling all of my feelings,
Well, can I ask? What was his? Did he give you like a specific reason for leaving, or was it more like a cultivation of reason?
so I left and I did
Oh,
a whole shebang, which I mean, I don't mind sharing.
you could. I mean, I thought you was gonna ask me my opinion anyway, so I needed to get some details.
You can hey, you can weigh in. Let me tell you how I did it. But I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this, y'all. I'm not. But I was operating out of, like J-Kruz said, emotion, a lot of emotion, when I should have just thought about it more rationally. So I saw something that I didn't like, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back, because we had already been having problems. So I saw it, thought it was cute. So I liked it to let him know that I saw it, thought it was cute. And then after I saw it, I blocked him on everything.
Oh.
I blocked him on everything. I blocked his number. I blocked everything. I blocked his email. I blocked his Cash App. I blocked everything. And then, yeah.
That's how you. That's how you cut him off like that.
Listen, it gets worse. Called his mom. Told his mom, tell your son not to call me no more. Let me tell you, I was up to here. Like, we were like, it was just like the timing of everything was wrong. And so, and then like I told y'all, at that time, I had COVID, and I had to have a surgery that was unrelated to COVID, and it was an emergency surgery. So seeing that thing, and he hadn't come visit me at that point. So seeing that thing really set me off. So I did the food like I know how.
Okay, so during the time when you saw what you saw, you were sick and he didn't come see you.
I was sick and I had just got out of surgery. Yes.
And he didn't come see you?
No.
Why you still even? What the hell are you talking about? Listen, when human beings care about each other, we show it. We don't pretend. We don't act. We don't. He and I don't know, dude. So I'm not, and I'm a man, so I'm not trying to like violate the bro code by saying this, but I'm just saying, like, you don't come see me at my low. The hell are we doing? I'm good.
That's how I felt. So I called his mom and said, tell your son not to call me no more. And so
that part wasn't necessary. It wasn't that part to me, right? So you can try to fight me on this, but that part was out of emotion. A rational person would have said to themselves, hold on, this man did not come see me when I was sick, just got out of surgery. Like, he didn't bring me flowers, he didn't come chill with me for 15 minutes, he didn't fucking watch a movie with me, or he didn't do anything, he didn't check on me, nothing. And then you saw stuff, right? A rational person would have said, that person who's supposed to care with me showed me that he doesn't. So let me cut him off and keep it moving like an adult that isn't emotionally controlled at this point. No phone calls to the moms. You really, to be honest with you, you shouldn't have blocked him on anything. You should have just like ignored it and have the power to ignore it, because it's like when you quit cigarettes, right? Because I had to quit cigarettes. I could be in a room full of cigarettes. It won't bother me because I quit cigarettes. You feel me? So like when you quit somebody, you quit them. If anything, you really want to hurt somebody, you say, hey, listen, I'm done with you, but call me if you need something. Click, clack. And show no, to pretend like, but that's hard because when you love somebody, you love somebody.
Yeah, and we have been together for 2 years, and I will fly on him. Now, I am very
right.
But I will fly on him.
Yeah, so
I'm different, y'all. I just look like this, okay?
I feel like you made the right decision though, because he showed you signs that, You know, I feel like if women, and I swear I'm not trying to, if women had the fragile egos that men had, y'all would look out for yourselves more.
I believe that.
But y'all loyalty is so strong, which I admire, because it's like a mother's loyalty to the child. Your loyalty to nurture a hurting man, or a struggling man, or whatever. I'm not saying you're trying to change a player and all that. Whatever. We all go through those kind of things. But you know, you're nurturing nature. Puts you in positions where you sell yourself short. You know, women. I said this on air today. I was like, women be talking all this. I want a man to lead. I want a man to lead. Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. I gotta charge my phone.
Y'all, he was charging his phone, but I just want to let y'all know that y'all know I ain't no sucker. He just really had me fucked up then. And so, yeah, but he had me all crying and stuff like that. Y'all know, like, if you've been here, y'all know I've been getting through this. Like 2 years is really still a long time. Like, even though, like, and like J-Kruz said, like, I really did. I did the nutty fool, and I'm not proud of that. I can say that now, but in that moment, I was very emotional, and that's why I have to take accountability, and I have to say, like, I should have pulled back. So everything that he's telling me, he is 100% right, because I did act out, like, straight out of emotion. What Bernadette say off of what is that? Wait Until It's Hell. And she said, "You're the motherfucking improper influence." That's how I felt, for real.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to charge the phone. I don't know if I sound any different, but my message is still the same. You know, and again, it's always easy for somebody on the outside to give somebody who's dealing with some advice. It is so easy for us to give advice, but to be in the situation is totally different, because the same advice I could give myself, I might not take being in your shoes, because when you love someone and you're dealing with emotions, it's totally different. So I'm not, putting down anyone or decisions that you made, because trust me, I haven't made the best decisions in my life when it came to relationships either. But it's a learning thing. We go through things. You're still, you're early. What are you, like 20 years old? You're like super young.
We gonna roll.
Right. So this is life, Ma. This is a learning experience. It was a 2-year run. You take it for what it is. He's not a bad. What I'm saying is, I don't know what he did, but he's not an evil person. Obviously, there's some.
Exactly.
He's not.
That's what I have to start telling myself, is like, you trying.
That doesn't mean run back to him. But you don't have to, like, hate him, right? Like, because yes, he hurt you, or you guys hurt each other, or you guys were together and you loved and it broke and it fell apart. It's a story. We all have stories. You want your story to be more interesting, you got to put yourself out there. You got to go through things. Only people who don't feel or suffer or are happy or successful or failure are people who don't do anything. And if you don't do anything, it's just a boring ass life. So I always say that even having kids, when you have kids, you make yourself susceptible to the greatest pain in the world. And knock on wood, that's to lose one. I'm not trying to be gloom and doom, but it's the truest thing in the world. Like, the day you do that, you make yourself vulnerable to that, because at that moment, it's a.
His phone died. His phone, no, did it die?
No, I'm good. We good. God forbid that. But it's the truth. When you love somebody, what do? You make yourself vulnerable to that person. So eventually, what that person might do to you one day, hurt you. When your loved ones, when your brother and sister betray you, it hurts more. When that kind of thing, because when you love someone, you make yourself vulnerable to that person. So you made yourself vulnerable to this guy for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It was up and down. It was great. It was bad. It was happy. It was but you're good. You grew from it. It taught you what you don't want, what you might do next time. So this was okay. I'm going to sound all motivational, but this was your steps along the way to get you ready for the guy you're supposed to meet.
Yeah. So a journey, and I will say that like everybody who's been on here, y'all all know that it's really been a journey for me. Just even me admitting, because this is my first time on the show that I've told the story. I skipped some parts. I got straight to the gusto, but
Sure.
like y'all know, this is the first time that I've ever really shared what I actually did, and it
for real, with me and
Yeah.
the rest of us. Hey, look at that, though.
And I think that freed me from something, because I knew it was crazy, but I'm not proud of that. It's just funny now. It's funny now, y'all. But yeah. So and it goes back to me versus me. I know that the title is me versus me, and that's the whole thing. Is I can use myself as an example. I'm not blowing no smoke. Like, this is some real shit. Like, I really went through this, and I'm still going through it, and I'm getting through it, and letting y'all know that like this is a process. I didn't realize that was bad until maybe 4 weeks ago. We've been broken up for about 3 months now. And I'm just now admitting, like, maybe that was the actually worst course of action that you could have went. Like, but I'm growing and I'm getting better, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm thankful to be in a different space to where I can even talk about it and laugh, because maybe that's why I didn't even talk about it on the show, because it wasn't funny. Like, it hurt me too bad to even discuss. So listen, we got a breakthrough here with J-Kruz, y'all. But yeah, let me get
now back to how you responded to him just saying to you, hey, so what did you say? Something about your social media or whatever? And then you was like, yo, shut up. Don't tell me how to live my life or run my business. Is that what you said or something like that?
It was my money. Like, I had got my money up.
And he tried to tell you how you should handle it. Okay, see, I feel like it could have been, his advice could have been coming from a real solid, careful, loving place. His advice could have been like, yo, man, I whatever. I don't know what he said. Again, I'm just pretending to know what he said. But, it could have been, or it could have came from a place of jealousy or a place of resentment, because you was maybe making more money than him at that point. And again, the male ego is super fragile. Certain men can't deal with that. Me, on the other hand, don't let me meet a rich woman. I'm going to sit at home and play PlayStation all day. I'm gonna stay faded up and fresh, hit the gym daily. And you can whatever. I'm gonna learn how to cook. I don't anyway. Shout out to wifey and the kids in the other room, right? Like, what you talking about? But I'm saying, in another world, I'm just saying I wouldn't mind being a catered man, right? But some men don't like that. Some men aren't. So I don't know. I don't know where his what his intent was. So again, it's just something you might never know. You might never. Sometimes we want, like, what's that word? We want closure so bad sometimes, right? But you might never know where you know what I'm saying? Because I could say, well, you messed up because you shouldn't have responded like that, because he was coming from a good place. But what if it wasn't coming from a good place? So you made the right decision, I don't know where she went, y'all. This ain't me, though. Think her phone died, maybe. We broadcast live on the 7 Show. It's your boy J-Kruz holding it down. I don't know if y'all can see this. Comment on it. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know if y'all. Let me know if y'all watching.
Let me tell y'all something. When I get off of this, I'm gonna talk to God, because God gonna handle this. Because the devil got some shit coming.
I took over your show. I took over your show for like 5 minutes. I was sitting there. I was like, I might as well talk if they're. I don't know who's watching.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Glad I have somebody in radio having all of these technical problems. This has never happened before. We have a lot of exclusivity going on right now.
Right. A lot of firsts on the show. But I don't know if you heard what I was trying to say. But my point was, if his intentions were good with his advice that he was trying to give you, and the way you reacted maybe was wrong because it was from a good place, or his intentions were bad, like they were coming from a bad place, and indirectly you did the right thing anyway and told him to go fuck off.
He said, at the end of the day, this might all be good. So, I mean, don't be sad.
You see what I'm saying? Indirectly, the universe gave you the correct attitude you needed for that moment to respond to that situation the way it was supposed to. Or you did some growing from it, said, I don't know if I responded the right way, right? Maybe I pushed them away with the way I reacted. Boom, boom, bam. So again, next time you might not make that mistake.
Yeah.
Or because you're still very, 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 very young.
I'll drink to that.
You still might make the same mistake a couple more times, 7, before you actually learn your lesson, or you actually decide to make a change. Because we think sometimes because it happened once, it won't happen again. But people are true to their nature usually 9 times out of 10. And if your nature is feistiness, you're going to be feisty again.
Yeah. So like, okay, so here's my thing is that I was literally having this conversation with somebody the other day. And I promise you, I'm going to get us back on track and I'm going to get us right out on time.
Okay, cool. No, you're good. You're good. I'm enjoying this. This is fun.
I'm telling y'all, somebody asked me straight up. They was like, yo, what was it about him? Like, what, have you ever loved anybody like you loved him? And I could say straight up, I was like, no, I've never loved anybody like I loved him. And that's why I get so scared sometimes because I'm just like, I'm scared that I never will because maybe I will have like a chip on my shoulder or maybe I'll become like bag lady. Like, I'm not sure. But what I do know is in all of this whole me versus me thing, I told you I was going to get us back on track, that girl. But in this whole me versus me thing, it's just been like mentally, I really told myself, you got to change. Like, this experience with this being, this entity, this spirit was so life-changing that if you don't let it change your life, like you'll never get to experience anything close to it again. And so sometimes I do think in my heart of hearts, maybe it was right person, wrong time. And like I said, when he had did that little slick shit, it was when we was pretty rocky anyways. So
okay, right. Okay. So see, that's another, I didn't know about that. So when he did do that, y'all were really rocky. So it was a little bit out of character because probably the guy a year into your relationship would have never done that. If you would have been in the hospital a year into it, he would have been right there with you. So see, you had me talking bad about this man, and I didn't have all the details.
J-Kruz, you might be right still. Okay, let's not.
You're right. There's always that side that it's like, if he really cared, he would have been there. So, right. So, but you know.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know who told y'all not to put ice in y'all wine, but you supposed to. It go good with wine.
I don't think you're supposed to, but okay.
No, you are. If it's warm, put some ice in there. Why would you drink it warm? It's warm.
I've seen like memes about that, like people who put ice in their wine.
I put Patron in my wine too, so I don't know.
Girl.
So I don't know. You are dealing with somebody totally different. Okay, I'm gonna put.
I see that. But yeah, so you're gonna get through it.
Definitely.
Let me hit you with this real fact that you might go through heartache again.
Oh, Lord.
Literally, 7, you might meet somebody in 6 months and y'all go date for 3 years and y'all can break up again. You might break up again, 7. And then you might not meet that someone till mid-30s. Who knows? Look, I'm not saying that's your goal because look, you're like, no, that timeline doesn't work for me.
Yeah, and we getting closer to the end. If we talking about real ages, we are getting closer to the end.
Right. You're like, wait, no, that ain't gonna work. So I tell women sometimes, if you want kids more than a husband or a mate of forever, find somebody you're at least willing to have kids with, and have the kids. Because let's say you and him don't have the best relationship to be in a relationship, but y'all have a great relationship.
That makes sense, though. That makes
Well,
sense.
and I'm not, because people, oh, you should tell people to do that. My thing is like, it's a complex world. Things are weird. So
People know what they want. Yeah, that makes
if
sense.
you really want kids, what if you know this guy who's great and y'all have done sex once or twice, right? You've had sex once or twice, but there's no pressure there because y'all just so cool. Maybe that's the guy. And you tell him, hey, let's have a kid. No pressure. You still live at your apartment. I still live at mine. The baby, blah, 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 blah. No bad blood. Nobody's mad. Nobody's hungry. We could go together as parents to events with the baby, but we're not together. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, that's...
You might not know this about me. I'm actually ghetto. I'm a baby mama.
Oh, you have a kid. Oh, okay.
No, he didn't know I was ghetto.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I got 4 kids with wifey, and we not married.
Oh my God, he's a little ghetto too. I'll drink to that. It's quite all right. It's quite all right.
So technically, she's a baby mama.
Oh my God, we're all ghetto here.
And there's 4 of us, and listen to this: we live together. We've lived together for like 15 plus years.
Oh my goodness. Listen.
But we got, I tell people all the time though, because people will be like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? She don't put no pressure. She comes from a divorced home, and she just, whatever, left a bad taste in her mouth. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what y'all have worked out, and I can respect that. Like, as long as it's something that's worked out. Maybe okay, so maybe I need to ask you a couple questions offline because maybe I need to get myself together because I'm gonna be honest with you, this could go a whole different way with that new little piece of information you just dropped in there. Maybe we need to do a part 2 because let me tell y'all, this relationship has juice. Like, if y'all think this show is good, watch the story of my life and how it plays out. It's got some juice with it. But,
yo, Seven, you're really good though. You're good. I like your facial expressions, your little what? You're witty, you're funny. I see why you do this. This is really good.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Y'all don't understand. This is like one of the kings of Dallas just giving me my flowers. Oh, so excited. Okay. Let me ask you the last question though. So do you have any advice for anybody who maybe needs to like reassess themselves? Because you just gave me like the advice of my life that I may need a part 2, but anybody who may be like at war with themselves and don't know.
Being at war with yourself. I mean, I guess it could mean several things to be at war with yourself, but I'll say this, and a lot of times, if being at war with yourself is like, kind of like, we overthink things sometimes, like it's like a lot of overthinking, or you think you're in the worst position, or I don't want to say depression or anything like that, but you're like, how do I say? Like, if you need to pick me up sometimes, like if you need to realize that it could be worse, and when I mean worse, I mean 1,000,000 times worse. Go to a hospital with 10-year-olds that have cancer.
That's
and
true.
Go tell them about your problems.
Yeah, that's right.
See if you have the audacity to sit next to a child who's 11 who's dying and tell him that you're mad because, I don't know, you didn't get the job you wanted, or you broke up with your 2-year relationship, or your car is not running, or whatever. You think you're down and out, or the chips are against you, or woe is me, the light, the world's against me. There's people that are born with no limbs. There's people that are born blind or deaf, or just like with only 2 fingers. Like, and I'm not trying to be like, I'm not saying these people have bad lives. I'm just saying, like, we take for granted like the everyday blessings we have, and I think, again, cliche and like all that kind of shit. I hate that kind of shit. But seriously, like, just when you get caught in your own thoughts, it can be so bad. Just like realize that you got it good to a certain extent. You got it good. You got a lot of things going for you. Things are great. Like no matter how bad or ugly your apartment is right now, things are great. Like shit's dope. I'm telling you, you might have the worst job in the world, you feel like, but trust me, somebody somewhere would take that job in a heartbeat. Like some of the worst living conditions in America in another country would be like living in a palace to some people. Like,
right.
The grass ain't always greener, all that cliche shit again, because that I hate like spewing, but it's just in simple terms, like it's not that bad. It ain't that. Trust me, it ain't that bad. It could always be worse. Like, and we say that like it's easy to say, oh, it could always be worse. Like I understand, it could always be worse. And when you're going through some tough, that kind of advice really doesn't help, right? So I get it. Again, that's why that's why I don't like overly like motivational speeches, because they're fun when things are they're okay to listen to when things are okay. But when I'm in pain or if I'm actually struggling, like for you to come up, it could always be worse. Like I will smack the shit out of you. I ain't got time to be hearing that shit. I'm really hurting, right? I'm hurting right now. I don't want to hear some empty shit like that. Obviously, it could always be worse, right? But in reality, when your things are good, that's when you should cherish them, right? Because when things are bad, yes, you can't see the light at that moment. Things are bad, I get it. So yeah, I would just say, it ain't that bad.
That's right. That's the word.
A7. It ain't that bad stuff.
It's not.
It's not bad.
I already know because I went to New Orleans and shout out to Blake who was on the boat with us. Yeah. Yeah. In your face.
That's right. That's right.
No, but this was a great conversation, y'all. This was so good. I feel so freed of something just because I really did tell my story. And I feel like I'm always on here telling y'all about me, but to tell it from start to finish and not be as heartbroken, it feels really good.
I can hear it every time you talk about it. I can hear the emotion in your voice. Like it gets you here. I can hear it. You're like, all right.
Yeah, but it doesn't fit. Like I remember like maybe 2-3 episodes ago, like I was boo-hoo crying thinking about it. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm my damn show and I did my makeup. But yeah, like now I'm just like, wow, like I'm really in a different space. I feel better. I know that this is something that happened to me. I'm getting through it. And
right.
I went to New Orleans and I found out that I'm still that girl. So I'll be all right.
You look great to me, Seven.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm getting what they say, still I got a groove back. Yeah, getting it.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need, right? Is just to get out there a little bit. And I'm not trying to say this to give you like a glimpse of hope because I know you still probably love him. In 4 or 5 years, you might bump into him again. He might be in a different place. You might be in a different place. And boom, there's the magic again. I don't know. Or he might end up with somebody else, which is that's the reality too. But you just don't know, right? You don't know. But don't go backwards now just because I said that. Okay.
Listen, I'm just in a different space. And I feel like this space is going to open up new doors for me. And I don't know what that entails. And I'm excited because for the first time ever, I don't have full control. And it actually feels good.
I like how this podcast was. It wasn't just like a questionnaire type of interview. It was like, hey, this is my show and you're in on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's very into the show.
Yeah. I like it. This is really good. Because Dede told me, she was like, yeah, she's really nice. I like her. Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, I'm going on with 7. She was like, yeah, I really like her. Da, 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 da. So I wasn't aware of like the structure of the show. But I like it because you're open. You got to tell people stories. You got to
the real.
I mean, that's what I try to do on air as much as I can to a certain degree. I mean, obviously, we all want a little bit of privacy in life and all that. But yeah, if you're not being honest with people and telling them real shit, that shit gets old. Like, life is interesting. Life is interesting, like real life.
That's like, hey, y'all stay tuned. It's gonna get crunk over here soon.
Couple more night outs. Y'all have some more stories.
Listen, because I got one planned. Hold on, I have to get him out of here. Y'all, this has been a great conversation. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. Shout out to Dede because she talked about me. Oh my yes, you know. Thank you. But no, let's get to my favorite part. Y'all know every part of the show is it's my show, so everything's my favorite. But we're getting to the wine down. All right. So what are you drinking?
Oh, damn. I got it. Wifey told me. I gotta ask her. Hold on.
Listen, cause y'all know I be drinking. Okay, it's no Patron in here today though. I have to go into work tomorrow, so yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that heavy drinking. And then I told you I'm trying to limit myself to just drinking once a week, trying to get to like body goals. Yeah, what you drinking?
Just once a week?
Just once a week. Right now.
Prosecco.
Okay, Prosecco.
Yeah, got him.
All right. Yeah, that's.
I was like Panda. I call wifey Panda. I was like, Panda, I need some wine. She was like, yeah.
Yeah, pour up. Yeah, I know that's right. Get you right. See, I'm gonna have to put you on. You just put a little bit of tequila in there. You're gonna be all right. I'm telling
okay.
you.
Where is this thing that you've created where you put liquor and wine? Like, I don't understand. Like, where is it?
You do it so you can understand where I'm coming from, and you can get it's not bad. Like it's
no, I'm not saying you. It's funny to me. You make it sound like this prestigious thing that they do in like high class places, but it sounds like just some hood ass shit to me. It's just like, yo, throw some liquor in there.
Yeah, just throw a little bit in there. You'll be all right. No, I'm telling you, because when you do it, you're gonna have a different type of buzz going on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And you gonna have that I'm gonna go to jail tonight buzz after too many.
No, you only need 2 for 1, and then 2. Once you drink it, you're not going to jail. You going somewhere, but it ain't to jail. And I might be going right back to that man. But hold on, let me show y'all what I'm drinking. Let me get back into what I'm drinking, y'all.
Our wine of the day today is Stella Rosa Moscato d'Asti. It's a semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Its flavor profile is peach, apricot, and honey. It won a gold medal in the Los Angeles International Wine Convention. It pairs well with fresh fruit, chicken Alfredo pizza, and cheesecake. You can purchase this at Walmart for around $10. Enjoy.
All right, y'all know that's what I'm drinking tonight. It's pretty good. It's my go-to. I love it. It's my stuff. Make sure y'all tell me
Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa. My sister's name is Stella.
All right, because I led them 2 girls together, Stella and Rosa. Oh, just like I love the other 2 girls, Marga and Rita. Thank you.
It's crazy thing. You want to hear something funny?
What?
That's my mom's name.
Margarita.
Margarita is my mom's name, and you like to think Stella Rosa. Look at that. Look at the universe.
We here. We in there. Okay, so now, everything is my favorite part. So I don't care, y'all.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to this commercial. Is it like a sponsorship? You got like a little thing going on?
Sponsorship,
It's gonna bring you one. It's gonna bring you one.
I dream big, and then plus I like to put the girlies on because I really do love wine, like outside of this. So I want y'all to know like what it pairs well with, like what you really supposed to drink wine with. Like I really be doing this, but I come here to talk to y'all too. So
yeah, brand, that's gonna work out for you. Watch, you're gonna get some sponsorships out of that. Watch.
I appreciate it. So y'all, you know what? So you've been talking about my life. Now we get to weigh in on somebody else because it's Get Your Wine story time. So what'll happen is I will read a story and we will solicit our advice. You will go first, so there is no confusion. Here we go. Dear Savon, I've been dating a man for a little over 6 months, and he still hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend. We talk all day, every day, stay the night at each other's house, and now we whoop-dee without protection. All right now. But he still won't make it official. I stopped asking because I get the same answer. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. I'm tired of that. Any advice?
Is it my? Do I go? I go. Okay. How many times she said she asked him? Whatever.
She didn't say how many times, but she said she's been asking him, and they've been together for 6 months.
What do you mean they're together? They just hang. From what I hear, they just hang out.
Yeah, and they whoopsie without protection. He said they just hang out.
Well, yeah, she said they've been together. You see what I'm saying there? I'm just saying, like, she said they're not together. They just been for 6 months doing whatever, like, right? Because who is allowing this to happen? Him or her? Who's allowing it?
Him, because she said that he's not making her his girlfriend.
Who?
Okay.
She gives herself to him, right? Like, I feel like a part of her's in denial a little bit. You know, she knows she's allowing this to happen, right? And he keeps saying, "Hey, what don't need to be said is understood," or whatever he's saying. You know, that's like mumbo jumbo, because she wants a straight answer from him, and he's not giving her one. But you're still giving him your time. You're still laying up with him. And I'm not hating on Shorty. I'm saying I get it. You guys enjoy each other. You like him, and da-da-da. But obviously, he don't want to commit. The man still wants his freedom, and he's telling you without telling you. But you're just in denial. So instead of worrying about or keep asking him, like, let's be something, just enjoy him for what it is. And if you feel like now you've given him too much and he still won't commit, well, are you going to keep putting yourself in this position where you're making yourself vulnerable and making yourself feel bad because he's not committing, but you're still giving him yourself? That's you. Yes, he is taking advantage of your love or whatever, but it's still on you.
That's right.
So, Shorty, like, you know, I mean,
y'all,
I'm trying to go easy on Shorty.
I have to celebrate real quick, because do y'all realize this is the first man that's been on the show? Shout out to J-Kruz. It's the first man that's been on the show, and this is like literally not an overly like womanized answer. This was straight shooting, and I appreciate that. This was good, because honestly, I'm gonna say, girl, go get you a few boyfriends, because that one ain't one of them. Like, he not it. How about you go to New Orleans and then go look up Blake, because wait, he might get the job done. I don't know. I can't tell you that.
But don't go down there trying to fall in love. Just go down there and enjoy yourself and your time, right?
Good time. No, but for real, just like, honestly, after reading this, I totally understand like how we as women, we always just feel like, oh, if I do this, if I do that, if I jump over the moon for him, he'll give me the stars. But no, baby, he is giving you crumbs, pay that man in dust, and leave. Like, it's when it's time to go.
Savon, you're going a little hard with it. He's giving you crumbs and dust. His time is her time as well. Time is time. Her time is no more important than his. He is spending time with her. He is hanging out with her. He even had sex with her because he gave her something as well.
Yeah.
Okay? He gave her something. So let's not totally dog this dude out, because if she is happy with him and she loves him and then even gives him the cookie, to him, and in some ways he's like, okay, I'm doing something right? Yeah. Now she's asking for this other thing that I'm not willing to give, but I give her other things and they keep her happy. Now every once in a while she'd ask me about this other thing that I'm not willing to give her. But if she sticks around, then obviously me not giving her this, she's okay with.
Okay. So I'll change my answer to, part of this is your fault.
Damn.
However, I'm still going to keep my answer at pay that man in dust, go to New Orleans, and go look up Blake.
There we go. I feel like it's a less emotional answer, right? A little bit, right? Because you're like, oh, you were early. He's like, oh, man, he doing you dirty, girl. Dum, 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 dum.
It is, but I mean, I'm going to let you have some of that. I'm gonna let you have some of
And
that.
you know what? Or he might be, because at the end of the day, we're not there. He might be a dog who's manipulating her with his, mentally and all this other shit and doing her real dirty. And it could be to that extreme, or she could be in denial, and he could be,
Yeah. It could be a mix of both. But
it could be a lot of those things.
Y'all don't write into my show if you don't want my advice. How you gonna write into me and ask me how I feel about things?
That's true. That's true.
When I respond, dang.
You right about that?
So, y'all, we are to let that shit go. And let that shit go is the part of the show where we have to let go of something that no longer serves us. So, what are you letting go of today?
I like that. I like that. I'm letting go of others' opinions of me, and I've always been really good about that. I really don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about me. Like, if you don't think I'm this, and again, it might be a cliche answer, but to the extent where there's a lot of reasons you might not like me. You might not like my voice, my height, my color, my skin, my attitude, my mannerisms. I might not be manly enough. I might not be feminine enough. I might not be this or that, or my opinions, my thoughts, this and that. Listen, the world is full of people, and if you ask everyone's opinion on something that you're working on, you never get anything accomplished, because everyone's going to always have a different opinion. You can't please everybody. All so on and so. Yeah, I'm letting go of other people's opinions on me. If you rock with me, you rock with me.
That's right. I know that's right. That's a good one. Y'all, mine's is real petty today. So I got my nails done and they cracking. And any other time I would go back up there and be like, I don't know what's going on. Can y'all please just fix it? Blah, blah. Like, go back up there and, be that person. But today I'm going to let that shit go. Like, it's going to be okay. I'm just going to go get a whole new set and I'm going to post them up on Instagram and be like, new set, like the girls always do. So I'm going to let that shit go. But, so, when you let that shit go, you have to drink to that. And I'll drink to that is the part of the show where we celebrate something about you. So what are we drinking to tonight?
Oh, we could drink to Luna, my new daughter.
Hey, shout out to the baby. Drinking to the baby. All right, well,
but I got three. I had 3 boys and finally got the girl. So now we got the girl.
Hey, that's so good. That's real good. I always wanted a girl. Got a boy. God is good. I'm blessed. But yeah, you finna have you a sports team in a second. I know that's right.
Yeah, I'm done. This last one wasn't supposed to happen.
He said, but she here, God is good. I know that's right.
It was at first I was saying accident baby, and then people were like, don't say that. So then I started calling it a oopsie baby.
No.
Oopsie baby does a little bit better with people, like, oh, oopsie baby.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's still wrong, but it's a little bit better. I guess it's a joke, a butt of a joke. But I'll drink to that. Y'all, what am I celebrating today?
What are you celebrating?
Y'all, of course I know what I'm celebrating today. I am celebrating that I will be at the mini melanin movement. If y'all don't really know this, but I have really been trying to expand my portfolio. Like, I really want to do a little bit more than just be in the podcast. Like, I really want to start moderating and I want to start speaking and public speaking. Which is something I'm actually really good at, but a lot of people don't know because I'm still so reserved about it. But Miss Christina has given me her platform and allowed me to be a moderator, which I feel like is definitely a step in the right direction for being able to public speak. So I'm really excited. And I get to do it with brown girls that look like me, and that's just great. And I absolutely love that for myself. So I'll drink today and make sure y'all go this weekend. Woo!
I might be able to plug you in with some events too if you want to speak at some things.
Oh yes, because I got a story. I be tipsy, but I could really pull it together. J-Kruz, hello, my name is Savon. Thank you all for joining me.
Girl, the personality is I see it. I see it for real. I'm not even gassing you up. I'm super impressed with Miss Savon.
it. Thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, this has been a dream come true. I literally was telling my family today, I said, I done got half a Dede in the morning on my show. I said, I just got a few more people and I'll be all right. Then I said I did it without any of them. Like, literally, I got Dede on the show, right place, right time. Got you on the show, right place, right time. I actually, thank you, girl, because you be all right. I don't care what nobody's saying.
I could hook you up with some people from the 97.9 too.
Yeah,
or at least
definitely.
obviously you like to do things on your own. I could lead you in the right direction.
No, I'm tired of that one.
Okay, well, no, I could personally link you up with certain from people from the beat as well, like Vita Loca, Jazzy Black. I think you and Jazzy Black would get super along. I love Jazzy Black. That's my girl. I really love her.
I've been following her for a minute, and I love everybody who's really putting on for the city and really showing out for the city, because I'm not from here, but I call this place home for almost 10 years now. So I just
where you from? Where you from, Simone?
Austin.
Did you say Boston?
Austin.
Oh, Austin. I was about to say, you an East Coast girl? I didn't know. Okay.
I like it now. I'm from Austin. I'm still Southern, but
Austin's nice. I like Austin's beautiful, really, to be honest with you. Austin's really nice.
Well,
you know what? Your opinion is biased. You can't ask a person about, you know what I mean? Like, if you ask somebody from LA, oh, like LA's wonderful. They're gonna be like, I'm from Pittsburgh. People are like, oh, Pittsburgh. Well, people don't know really say that too much about Pittsburgh, but we never like where we're from. It's just part of us.
It is what it is. But I'm so thankful that you were here. Right place, right time, right everything. So thankful that you got to be here. Make sure you plug in yourself one more time. Tell everybody how they can find you and what you got coming up.
All right. So your boy J-Kruz on air. That's JK. A lot of people look for the C. There's no C. It's JK. Thank you very much. Right there. You see it. JKRUZ on air. CWTV. I do a segment right now called Watch Party, where we talk about new movies, new shows. I host parades for the CW and stuff like that. So just check out the CW. You'll see me on there here and there. You can hear me Monday through Friday on K104 with Dede in the morning. Syndicated show. We're in about 60-something markets. And then social media, TikTok, J_Kruz. And I don't know if you've seen, Savon, some of my transition videos with outfits and stuff.
I saw that. I said, all right,
yeah. So I've been working on those for a while. That's kind of like my thing now. And so if you're a local brand out here, you got clothes or whatever, you send me a nice enough package, I will create a video for you. They're free as long as you send me something that's worthy enough because they're not, they take time to make and all that. Awesome. But yeah, J_Kruz, J_KRUZ on TikTok. Get at me. And, I'm always doing stuff. I don't specifically got like nothing coming up, like no music video or nothing.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I'm not dropping a joint or a mixtape anytime soon, but yeah, I'm always, I'm moving it. Oh, you know what? Coming up next month, I'm throwing an event. I haven't officially signed off on what I'm calling it, but it's either Cruz's Kids Got Kicks or We Cruising with Kicks, where I'm gonna buy anywhere from 100 to 200 pairs of shoes and donate them to foster homes and foster children and some shelters for single moms and stuff like that. So that's going to be happening in November, either on the 25th or the 26th. So look out for that, because I'm going to be doing something we can donate to if you want or whatever.
Yeah, no, keep me in the loop, because they love the kids. I love the kids now. I will come and I will help out. I'll volunteer, or I will buy the baby some shoes. Y'all know say love the churn.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I'll let you know, because I'm also doing, I think we could do something where you could also donate a new pair of shoes if you want. Something like that, or match dollar for dollar your donation or something. But excuse me.
Yeah, it's almost
I get up at 3 a.m. every day.
Yeah, it's almost your time.
So yeah, it is almost my time. So yeah, so I do got that coming up. So look out for that. But overall, radio, TV, J-Kruz, Mr. TV radio personality out here doing my thing, man. Get at me.
Love it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all know y'all can find me on all social media platforms, 2 7s SEVON on all social media platforms. Make sure that you check out my new blog that I have up. We just got done wrapping up the book club. First book club drop just came out for the 4 Agreements. I absolutely positively love me some Don Miguel. So y'all make sure y'all check out that review. And then get ready for the next book. It is Outwitting the Devil. I have already started reading it and I am sucked in and I can not put it down. I am so excited to share with y'all my notes this go round because it's like every time that I read a page, I have more notes to write. So get into it. Purchase the book from that link that is on that blog because, you know, that's my little affiliate. So, you know, support a sister.
Do you have a resume?
I do.
You got a video, like a video demo?
Not just this, my show.
Have you ever like shot segments, like where you did something in front of the camera?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I just see a little CW in you. I don't know.
You know, I could put it together because you know I am a one woman show right now and I can put it together. So
That's what I'm saying. It's throwing it out.
y'all heard it
see.
here first. Y'all heard it here first. Listen, you know doing things. I'm trying to shake and bake. You know what I'm saying? But no, y'all stay tuned, y'all. I really want y'all to get into the new book though. Definitely Outwitting the Devil is gonna be great. It's already a great read. I'm already pretty good into the book. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I'm a different type of reader when I love it. But yeah, make sure y'all tune into that blog. Y'all know y'all can catch me every single weekday morning on TikTok, 2 7s SEVON for my morning motivations. Because if you love this, if you like this, you'll love that. Y'all know that it's very positive, uplifting every single morning. A little, you know, it's a little bit turned down, but definitely still real, still raw, still authentic. Okay. www.illgrabthewine.com to make sure that you stay updated on all things I'll Grab the Wine and Save Mine. I want to thank you again one more time because I done took up your whole night. You're going to have to get in there to wipe this, start apologizing.
I know. I'm like, well, I didn't know it was going to be an hour and a half.
Listen, and then all the technical difficulties. I gotta go stomp the devil in the face after this. But until next,
I got to take a little bit of blame for that. My laptop and my connection was bad, so my bad.
It was definitely me too, though. But y'all know, until next time, I'll grab the wine. Thank you so much. Yes.